turn on your television, you don't always just turn it on to be entertained. Our culture, our media, holds up a mirror to us. It says, this is who we are. This is what our lives are like. If there was a time capsule, and there are time capsules that have been buried into a box.
Yeah. Buildings.
And they put, someday, they put down there something that aliens or generations from now could dig up and say, what was it like to live in the year 2019? Well, in the 70s, 60s, if they were to make that box, the only representation that would have been found of LGBTQ people were negative, insulting, stereotypical depictions of LGBTQ people in their lives. And so it started to change very in around the 80s and 90s, right around when the AIDS epidemic started, that this organization was organized so that we could advocate for honest portrayals of what the lives of the LGBTQ people are. And the reason why that's important is because when you hold up a mirror, when you turn on your television and you don't see yourself on it, you feel invisible. And you feel like your life and your experience doesn't matter as much as the experience of the people and the lives that are represented. And what does that do to your psyche? What does that say to you without it even being blatantly said? It says, you don't matter. It says that your life isn't interesting, that only things that are interesting are heterosexual, heteronormative relationships and existences. And the honest to goodness truth, whether you are an ally of the LGBTQ community or not, you can't sit here and say that we don't exist, because we do. I'm standing right in front of you. And that's what images on television and film do. It says, I am here. This has been my experience on this planet, and I need you to see me and understand it. And when people understand and see the truth of who we are, it's been proven that once they see who we really are, as opposed to what their imaginations have created, when they actually see what our lives are really like, which is very much like yours, then there's more understanding and acceptance of LGBTQ people, and we stop seeing as many violent acts and suicides of people who are depressed because of the way that they're being treated in society. So, and then I'll stop. It's a long answer, but I really could talk about this all day and have. For many years, in the beginning, especially in the 80s and 90s, most of those depictions of LGBTQ people were really just of gay men, gay white men. And my job at GLAAD, along with the rest of the staff, not just me by myself, was to create a more diverse vision of what the LGBTQ community actually is. That we are not just gay white men, we are people of color, we are trans people, we are bisexuals, we are lesbians, we are queer people. We are as varied and diverse and human as the entire human race. And so now, in the 2000s, we're starting to see more diversity in the depictions of LGBTQ people. And the fact that has happened and that I get to be a part of it on a show, on a television show, that was created, that was literally created to show more diversity in the world, to show an idea, and the ideal of what society can be when we all work together and not see our differences as something that holds us back, but that our differences and what makes us different are what makes us rich and and that it's something that enriches our lives and allows us to see more perspectives. So I could not be more proud to have had this career, to have been one of the people to help kick that off, but also to be a part of a franchise that was created in order to do that. So thank you for your question.